But tournament, don't know how to get out of it now. Upcoming tournament in progress, play. Oh, here. The start of D5. He's only 1394, VADB. He's from France, D5. But the point is, if I'm playing these guys, I can show you how to beat them, right? So you just got to control your centre. We'll just take that one. Okay. We'll take a pawn. He gave us a pawn, we'll take it. Gives us a check, we'll hold the check, right? So we're holding the pawn. We're holding the B pawn. That's all we want to do at this stage. We're happy to hold the pawn. Okay, so we'll just play pawn here. Now the pawn's held. Still held. Not worried. Now this is where we play bishop d7, because the point is, in this position, now we're threatening knight takes pawn. So we chase his queen away. Chase his stupid queen away. That's right. And now we've got to play our knight to f6. Now he's not doing anything at the moment. We could try a little kindness. We're going to play rook c8. Okay. And now we'll play a6. We'll just try anything to just discombobulate him. He's just playing moves and he doesn't know what he's doing, I don't think. So we'll just confuse him or confuse ourselves, one of the two. Play bishop e7. Got to be careful. Still got to be careful. He's not threatening anything, so play knight here. So we want to take something off. Because he's only got 1 minute and 42 seconds, remember? So he wants to lose a piece. We could just take a piece off, but we don't need to. We can take the pawn. And now we're hitting the queen and the bishop. So we don't have to do anything. We just take everything off. If he gives it to us, we just take it. Because we take the bishop. We'll get our queen up there. What we're really doing is a long range attack. You see, we're attacking that one over there. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're just really doing a sneak attack on him. It's just a sneak attack. But he's only got 1 minute and 3 seconds to see it, and then we just take it off, right? And he can't see it coming. So now we're threatening his bishop. And now we can take that pawn off. See how easy it is? That's how easy chess is. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. So easy. You check him, and you take his queen. He hasn't got a queen anymore. He's got no time. He's got no queen. See how easy chess is. Look at this. When you've got one good move, you look for a better one, don't you? Bishop checks. Look at that. Where's his king going to go? Now we can take the pawn with check. Look at this one. You can't take the queen because his bishop's the bishop's pinning his queen against his king. So what does he do? So he's going over there. Well, we could take a pawn with check. What can we do now? We can push a pawn with check too, just to show him that we mean business. We can give him a check here too. Look at that. That's checkmate. We didn't even bother taking his queen off. We don't really even care. That's how easy chess is, you see. Yeah, Marty, best friend. Yeah, we're playing in a tournament. Just to show you, I'm just trying to explain how easy it is to beat these players. 1600, 1700, and what you do and how you think. So I'm talking out loud, explaining to you what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, and so then I'm teaching you, you see, so that you can do it too. So then that way all my grasshoppers, all sensei's grasshoppers will be able to play good chess. We'll be the strongest chess club on the internet. Right, so we play e4. We're playing Sanger Beamer 815. He's 815, so for the 600 players rated here, now what we do is we just say, we've got to get our pieces working. So we open our bishop, see? Open our bishop. We open this bishop. And then what does he do? He wants to go there, does he? Well, we can just get another knight out, right? Because you get knights out before you get the bishops out. That's all you're going to do, just get your pieces out. Well, he takes that one, so we take this one, right? That's all we do. And now we just take that one because it's protected by this one, see? That one protects that one. Okay, so we get another one up there, and we don't know what he's going to do. He can't castle. So we just pop the knight in there and hit his queen. He doesn't know what to do. He's only 800. Then we protect it with a bishop. He can't castle over here. He can't castle through check, and he can't castle through that check. So his king's stuck in the middle. See how easy that was? Now with his king stuck in the middle, all we've got to do is castle and get this big rook here, the rook on F1 onto E1, and smash him through the middle. See how easy chess is? I want to make chess easy for you, right? So it's not hard for my little grasshoppers. Okay, so where does the knight go? Knight here is good because it threatens knight takes pawn. And from that square it can go here, right? And from that square it can go here. And from that square it can go there. See how easy it is? Watch, grasshoppers. Knight here. You see, we can see his king's in the middle there. The king is all boxed in those squares. The king is in the counting house. I'm threatening knight takes pawn check. What does he do? He's stuck in the middle. That's what we do. We just stick the king in the middle and we just knock him off. Well, we could take a pawn with check. Look at that. We can move a bishop over there, threaten check. All we do is we just keep bringing more and more pieces in there. So it might not be the best move, that last move. It wasn't the best move, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's nothing he can do. Well, we can take that knight off because he'll probably take with the castle, because he should take with the king, but he'll probably take with the castle. Now he knight check and he wins the queen. It's double check. We take a queen off. Queen's always good, isn't it? Okay, now what do we do now? We hit his horsey. Just hit his horsey. And then eventually we're going to play rook E1 and win his horsey or something, right? There's nothing he can do. We'll give him a check over there. That's fun. It's always fun to give him a check. We can push a pawn. He doesn't know what to do. We push the pawn, but then we're going to give him a queen check. So we give him a queen check on d5 here, right? Queen check here. Where does his horse go? He can't bring his, if he brings his horse back, we take it with check. But we're on his knight, so we take his knight off. I could have taken his rook with check too, I missed it. So we just save that for later. He doesn't see it. So what do? We just give him a rook check. There you go. Rook check. That's simple, isn't it? He's got his rook on for nothing there, but he's in check. We'll just take it off. Shove a big castle down his throat. Threaten rook takes bishop check. Threaten rook here and pin him and smash him up again. Queen takes pawn check. Rook takes bishop check. Rook here. Open file. Queen check. Rook check. And checkmate follows. Check. You've got him in the box. Checkmate. See how easy that was? Next match. And just win one game after the other. Now we're number 7 of 40 players. And we just keep moving forwards and winning every single game. Play. This is a good idea. I like this one sometimes. The whole idea of this idea is to play d6 and to play e5 and trick him. So we'll play g6. You watch me trick him. He's 1178. He's pin mail from Poland. Okay, so he doesn't know that you're watching. And so what we're doing, grasshoppers, is we're putting on our sensei hat. We're planning naughty things. So we're going to castle first. Waiting for a mistake. He puts a bishop on d there. So we can play knight here. Yeah. And see what he does. d5, e5. That's what we wanted. That's the move that we wanted. See, he thought he was getting a nice little blockade. But the whole idea is we got a little spring trap here for him. He's hitting us. He's hitting us. We'll hit his bishop. We don't care. We don't care. Either way, we'll do something. We'll work out something. We've got lots of traps here. We'll take that. It's very good when you take that, grasshoppers, because when you take that, the bishop can't get out. It hasn't got really good squares. So then we could take his bishop, right? Then belt his queen with a tempo. That's called a tempo, right? So that's what you do, grasshoppers. You hit him with a tempo. And that always makes him go on the back foot. So he's backpedaling, you see. So that's what you've got to do. It's like a football game. And once you get the advantage, you never let go. Then you put the rook on e8. Okay. And so you want to spring everything open like a big flower. So now we could spring everything open now, but we want to play h6 first. The reason being is, see, his knight was covering that square. We don't want that knight to be involved in the game. We've got a plan, grasshoppers, our plan, and we want to execute our plan. We want to play knight here. Attack his knight, attack his queen, see? Now rook takes, okay? Now we're on the c pawn. We're threatening rook takes pawn here. Okay, now we can power up. Our real threat is not rook takes pawn. Our real threat is queen e7 and rook on a file to e8. Well, we'll take the pawn anyway. If he doesn't want it, we'll take it. We'll take everything. We'll just grab the whole lot. We'll take the lot. We'll attack his rook. He's attacking our rook. We'll attack his queen. It's protected by our bishop, see? And then now he's got a rook in the corner. His rook is lost in the corner. Right, grasshoppers? Where's his queen going to go? He doesn't know. He hasn't got a clue. He hasn't got a clue. So we just take everything off. It's for free. It's like Christmas. It's like going shopping. Look, bang, there goes another one. They all fall like little flies. Isn't it easy? Isn't chess an easy game? He's coming up here. What's he threatening? He's threatening knight takes rook. He's threatening knight takes bishop. But we examine all checks and captures. So we take his bishop, displaces his queen. His queen must take the rook now, because otherwise we'll take his queen. He's got no choice. And now we play bishop takes knight check. And we take another piece. Okay. So we come over here. Now we're going to go for a checkmate. So what does he do now, grasshoppers? What does he do? What does he do? He's going there. Well, what we do is we come in here. That threatens checkmate there. See that? That threatens a checkmate. That's checkmate there. So he's got to stop checkmate. What does he do? Every move that we make has got threats. Okay, so what about this checkmate? Right, grasshoppers? There's another checkmate. See how easy? Then you just go to the next game and you win the next one. Playing green finger, 1074. Knight f6. So we're controlling that. We're controlling that square there. Play c5 because we want to grab those black squares. We're black and we like black squares. We'll play g6. We'll leave that pawn there. There's no point in taking that yet. We'll develop our bishop because we can always swing our queen over here if we need to. Right, now we'll castle. Okay. And what's he do? We see what he does. Now take that off because it's about timing. His bishop's attacking our granite fortress. We've spoken about that before in our chess games, right? So now we've got like a Grunfeld with an advantage to black. Grunfeld opening with an advantage to black. It's actually the English opening symmetrical anti-Benoni. That's what it's called. Okay? And so the whole idea now is to just, it's all about timing, grasshoppers. We want to take that pawn because that gives him an isolated D pawn. So now what we do is we pin the knight. We get our pieces working. That's often the weakest piece on the board. Now we get our knight out here. Okay, and we've got full development, grasshoppers. So we just take his knight, very simple. It's not rocket science. And then we take that pawn straight in the middle. So we've got everything. Now we play rook to b8. Okay, and now what does he do? What does he do? He hasn't got anything. Well, we'll just play e5. It's very simple. That's not rocket science. That's a simple move. And all the pieces are developed. All black's pieces are nice squares. He's got 5 pawns. We've got 5 pawns. We've got an open, semi-open file here. That's a great semi-open file all the way down there. We've got a lovely knight on outpost here. The knight there. Beautiful knight. We've got the bishop with the long diagonal coming into play. Okay. We've got all these things running for us. Okay. And we've got more time. We've got 48 seconds to think of our moves. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. Knight takes bishop check. And then we hit him. And he'll take it off because he doesn't know what he's doing. He'll take the pawn. No, he's thinking about it. And we've got to give him more credit. He's actually thinking about it. Okay, so now we'll play knight here. And we're still on the castle. We don't give him any rest, grasshoppers. He doesn't get rest. He's not allowed to rest. He dropped his queen, grasshoppers. And that's it. Next match. See the pressure. They collapse under pressure. Hulk smash. That's it. And now what we're going to do next. Going to play somebody else. We're number 7 and 42 players. My goodness gracious. We've only won 4 games in a row. Come on, put more players in. We need more points. There's not many players in this tournament. But the point is, we've still got Vadim, 5. He's 1900. And, so we've got a few players there. We've got to catch up to them. Oh, some of them won 9 games and 6 games in a row. Derek, 1420 rating, has won 9 games. You wouldn't think so, would you? Oh, has he played 33 games? I've only played 4 games. Oh my God, a lot to catch. Anyway, hold on, we'll play this one. He's 803, Sangha Bima, the poor bugger. He's from Indonesia. He hasn't got a chance. He'll be mated in about 4 or 5 moves, probably. This is terrible. Right, so we'll open a pawn up. What's he doing? We'll go here. Oh, take that. Take a pawn. See, he takes out, he just drops a piece. It's a bit too easy. Poor guy, he's not only a beginner, he shouldn't really be playing in tournaments like that. See, if you want to learn how to play chess and you're 803 rating, you shouldn't be playing in these tournaments where you can just get butchered, right? Because look at this move, queen checks. You just examine all checks and examine all captures. These are the rules that I was giving you, right? You can shift. Okay, so I can't take it. I can't take the knight. Can I? Can I take the knight? I can take it now. I can take it now because he can't pin me with the rook because his rook's pinned. Is that simple? Can't pin me with the rook because his rook's pinned. See how easy that is? What do you know? Well, how easy was that? Does that look easy? So if you're 600 rating, this is what you learn. This is how you learn to play chess when you watch my channel, right? So we just get a bishop working. No problem. You don't worry about your queen being attacked. It's too easy. And then, look, we'll leave it there. We're going to put another one on it. Look. Look at this. We don't even bother taking it off. We don't bother. We found a stronger move. Whenever you look for a move, always look for a stronger move. And it's a pin, and the knight goes forwards. So we've got the bishop threatening the rook, the knight threatening the rook, the queen threatening a rook, and the queen threatening a checkmate. So that's how many threats we've got there. And then what do we do now? We just take that with check. Hey, we'll give him a check. He doesn't like check, so it's going to hurt him. Anyway, then we just pop in back here. He's not threatening anything, is he? Is he? Is he threatening anything? No, I'll go all the way back. We won't be doing anything too ridiculous. I didn't like the fact that he could play d4, that's all. But he could have played rook e1. Okay, we'll just go in here. Because the whole idea is we want to improve our game. There's a check. And you see, we don't take the queen. He has to put the queen in, but we don't take the queen. We play bishop here. That threatens queen takes queen check. So the threat is greater than the execution. He gets a check. Now we move our king out of the way, right? We don't put any pieces in the way. We just move our king away, and then he's got this problem, right? And we don't take the queen. We take the rook because it's prettier. That's checkmate. But both moves were checkmate. They're all checkmates. It doesn't matter what he did. If you took the queen, the bishop would have taken back with checkmate. So it was always checkmate. Okay. So we're looking for another opponent. We're running short of opponents here. Okay, so we're playing Prince 213s, 943s from India. Okay, let's see what he does. Come on. Make a move. That's it. Just push the pawn up. This is a centre counter game or Scandinavian defence. Queen takes pawn. This is a good one to play against beginners. Bishop to knight 5. Just pin the knight. Oh, he goes there. Well played. Knight here. Good move. Well played. Bishop there. Prince is playing really, really good chess. Prince is playing excellent chess. The reason why I played queen back here, so I want to take the knight, and I want to take risks. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to take the knight and take risks. Could be using a bot. He's playing very, very good chess. So he could be using a bot. Not too sure. So I'm going to neglect my development for rapid control of the center. But if he's using a bot, he'll be slow. So we just double his pawns over there, take his queen off, and he's too slow to work out what's going on now. So pawn here is good. I've got the d4 square still controlled. My plan is to play knight to e7. Oh, hold on. He wants to take control of that square. Well, it doesn't matter. Knight here then. Let him control it. I'll play c6 first. Play knight here. I want to play rook takes pawn. So threatening rook takes bishop, threatening this, threatening that, threatening this, threatening just about everything. So I've got 7 pawns. All I need to do, I've still got to get a bishop working and so I play bishop here. Gets a quick little tempo, right? It also, the knight defends this square here, right? And that square there takes the bishop off. So in other words, if he defends his knight, he's going to lose a bishop, okay? I think that move wins a piece. So I take that, and now I get a knight fork. Check, and attacks the king, attacks the rook, and attacks the bishop, right? So I'll take the biggest one off, which is the rook. That's how easy it is. We take a pawn off, put the rook on the open file, rook to d3, attacks 2 pawns at once, rook takes pawn, and theoretically the a pawn queens. So push. It's just going to go straight through. He's got no time at all to stop that queen. So all I have to do theoretically is play knight c3, block the bishop, and the pawn just goes all the way through. 1, 2, 3. Now we've got the heavy pieces coming in. This is murder. Made it in the middle of the board, see? Okay, and now what do? Got to play another guy. Who do we play? Who do we play? Get ready. It says get ready, give him to me. E4. Right, knight f3. Links OCE, g'day buddy. Yeah, so, yeah, he was playing way too good for 900. I think he might have been using a bot. I agree with you 100% Links OCE. He played quite well, but you know what I'm doing is I'm playing so fast that even if he's using a bot, he's going to refer to his computer, and I'm playing so fast that he can't get the moves from the computer fast enough without failing. Yeah, so that's his problem. I pushed a pawn on his knight. He might just take the knight with check. Yeah, a lot of beginners will do this, and then they just drop a piece because they see their knight's attacked and this is attacked, and all they do is they just take a pawn and they drop a piece. It's so easy, and then you just win. That's how easy chess is. His queen's almost trapped, isn't it? Where's his queen go? Almost trapped. He'll find a square. He'll probably go back to G7 or something. But he hasn't got a clue. He's 1395. He should know better. He's nearly 1400. That's as strong as Robert Fox's rating. And Robert Fox plays a lot better than that, doesn't he? You know, you watch Robert Fox play chess on our channel, and Robert Fox plays a pretty good game for 1400. So this guy at 1395, he's lost the plot. So we just take this, take the knight off, take his queen, just chase him around the board a bit. So that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to attack him straight away. I'm just going to leave him sitting on the bad square, and he's going to drop another piece. So he just dropped another piece. See, his knight couldn't go there, and he didn't know what to do, so he got confused. He put it over there, and he lost another piece. Next match. Okay, we're number 3 of 49 players. Gee whiz, come on, fight back, guys, fight back. We're playing Punished Pixels. He's 1083 from Singapore. We'll give him a pawn. He's only a beginner, so we'll give him a pawn. We'll try a gambit. We'll just give him a pawn. I don't need to play gambits because they usually give me pieces for nothing. I just take them off. But I'll play a gambit. Just see what he does. Take a pawn with a knight. Bishop up there. Let's get a piece working. See what he does. Nope, you castle. It's all right. E6. Good move. Well played, Punished Pixels. Punished Pixels is playing all right. Okay. Right. We'll play queen here. Pin the knight. He missed, it's a win for him. He missed the win. He had a win there. But he didn't see it. We might change direction here and just try to weaken his c-pawn. You see, yeah, so we're trying to change direction now. So we're just threatening his c-pawn. Knight takes c6. We take a pawn here because that hits his queen and his bishop at the same time, doesn't it? Okay. So we're threatening his queen, and we can just threaten his queen again with the knight. Oh, hold on, that's not so good. We're playing knight takes bishop check, because he can't take that off, can he? Because it's protected by the bishop. So that's check. Okay. And then he resigns. So that's all over. And we'll try the next guy. They can't handle a sacrifice. Number 2 of 49 players. We won 8 games in a row. I could play like this for hours or days. I actually broke the world record for staying awake playing chess once. I was playing a state champion at the time. He was actually captain of the Olympiad team and a friend of mine. And I was 2,000 games in front. Playing Blitz chess, breaking the world record to see who could stay awake the longest. I was awake for 42 3/4 hours. And unfortunately, the record, I want to keep going, but the sponsors of the tournament, sponsors of the event, they wanted to wind up because we've broken the record. I could take that knight now because surely in this position, he's just dropped a pawn, right? He's got his move order mixed up in the Ruy Lopez. So now I play knight c4. And why do I do that? He's got the 2 bishops. Now he hasn't got 2 bishops. See, he did have 2 bishops. Now he hasn't got 2 bishops. See how fast things happen? Takes the pawn on castle. I'll play queen to bishop 3. I'm threatening something. I'm playing queen here. He's attacking me. Gee, he played that move fast, didn't he? That move was faster than damn lightning. I hit his knight. What's he doing now? So he's attacking my bishop, and I'm attacking his bishop. So I'll take that off. Yeah, I have a gut feeling. This guy's 943. He's using an engine, right? This guy is definitely using an engine. Yeah, you see, that's an engine move. That was an engine move. But it wasn't good because now I've actually got a ideal position. I've got a great game here. Rook here. You see this? This is going to absolutely butcher in this row. On his pawn with check, you can't hold it. See, he was using an engine, and then now he's slowed down. He doesn't know what to do. I'm sure he was using an engine, pretty sure. Maybe he wasn't. But he played well. He either played really well or he was using an engine. Not too sure. Mervelania Maximine DMIGZ is now following. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I'm going to get to the 300 followers the way we're going. If he goes in the corner, he gets mated. So he goes that way. Now we attack his rook. Right, so he wants to go there. We just give him a check. We say, hello, where are you going, buddy? You're in check. Okay, so we attack his pawns. We don't even bother taking his rook. He's not threatening anything. We're threatening everything. He threatens nothing. We threaten everything. That's the way it works. So we take the lot. We'll take that rook. Take the pawn. Oh, hold on. He's got something. Ah, he missed it. Rook c5 was the best move. And now we just got a straightforward endgame. It's just too easy. We've got more pawns than him and we just push him. It's as easy as that. We just push him. Anyway, that game's over. Oh, someone was challenging me then. I'll just go for a queen. Queen's always good. So I've got a queen now. I got a queen. I got a queen. My pawns are better than your pawns. My pawns are better than yours. I'm not afraid of the dark anymore, and I can tie my shoes. I have been probably mating about 10. One, two, three, oh well, four. Oh, four, five, seven, mating 7. Two more moves to go. Mating 2 now. Next match. Okay, so we're number 2 of 54 players. Can't even get to the top because we started the tournament late. Derek Harvey, 1407, he's coming first. He's won a lot of games. Come on, Big Derek. Where's Big Derek? I want to play with Derek Harvey. Clouds here, 1120. Whoa, 1120. Well, the theory is knight takes pawn is better for white. If they watch my channel, they'll know knight takes pawn is correct. Okay, so we'll do it this way. We'll play this way. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Well, if I was a naughty guy, I would play bishop takes pawn check, king takes queen check, queen takes pawn check, check, and it's not mate yet. Ah. This is like a Marshall Gambit. It's like a Marshall Gambit position. I've got to get my king off the pin. It's very important because in some variations, there was combinations and stuff. Clausia is playing very well for 11.29, so I applaud my opponent for playing good chess. I'm going to pin the knight, changing directions with my bishop. Now I want to play bishop d7, rook on the, what's his name? I don't want to give up that, but I've got to. I'm going to get a pawn roller going through soon. Here it comes. We're not worried about, oh, good move, Australia. Well played. Good move, top move. We'll go play rook here. Okay. Queen there. Yeah, you see, the whole idea was to get the... I'm sacrificing because I want to kill my opponent. I've got a really powerful structure here, and my opponent's in trouble. So I'm threatening to make a queen. Check. Checkmate. You've got to put the bishop in. That was a pretty game, wasn't it? Did you like my sacrifice? 2 pawns on the 7th rank. That was pretty good, wasn't it? That made me number 1. So I'm coming number 1 in that tournament, so that's all right. It's only a little tournament. Vadim 1904 is coming second. Playing Rock CJ 888. He's from, he's an international player. Knight C6. It's a bit of a second-rate move, but it doesn't matter. We can get away with it. With his bishop on h5, he can't play knight h5, so I can just play queen d7. His bishop's trapped. That's called the Noah's Ark trap. That's because the pawns are like an arc around there, and that's called the Noah's Ark trap. So he takes that one. Now we'll take his knight. We're not worried. He gives us a check. We'll just move our king. We're not worried about that. And we'll put our knight out. We don't want to even have any problems with our development. We've got an extra piece. We've won a piece, so we don't need to do anything. We've got a combination coming up in a minute too. Bishop takes c2. Smashes him to pieces. So he plays bishop takes knight. That was forced. Now we can do our combination. I think that works pretty nicely. How about bishop takes pawn, attacks his queen? That deflects his queen from the bishop on h5, and then we capture the bishop on h5 and wrap up the game. We can also play F5 here. Now his bishop is virtually almost trapped. I can't see how he's going to save his bishop. We attack his queen. I could take that. I made a mistake. After pawn takes bishop, he could play queen checks. I was a little bit too ambitious there. So the correct move is now bishop hits queen. Right? Because I'm a piece up, pawn takes knight that way, and now he plays queen takes pawn. Right, now I just change queens. And again, I've got to play good chess, so I've got to play bishop d6, rook e8. He's got lots of compensation. God, he's got tons of compensation. Rock JC 888 1509. He's playing really well. I've got to play rook here. I've got to take advantage that his other castle here is not in the game, right? So I've got to open him up like a can of sardines, as I usually say, can of sardines. You can't take that pawn because the check down the back, he'll lose his thing, so we just take it off. Activate our rook. Now we've got an active rook in the game. Give him a check. Hold on. Why do we give him a check? We can play king hits rook first. Just get an extra move in. I've only got one pawn, so I'm going to go over here and just attack his G pawn. Okay, so now what can I do? I've got to play rook back here. I want to take advantage of the fact that his king's badly placed and give him a dirty big check. Okay, thank you very much, my friend. That was Phase Knock. Phase Knock is now following. Thank you, Phase Knock. I'd like to say hello to some username 8. I'd like to say hello to Burners Me. I don't want to see my Elo. Bye. Oh no. Oh, Burners Me. You're saying bye. Do we take a pawn or do we take a check first? Check is good. Well, when you see a good move, always look for a better one. I saw rook takes pawn, but now I've seen bishop checks. I take the rook and I still get the pawn anyway. So now we rip off the rook. And that's the end of the game. And for the next match, now there's 61 players with 10 minutes left. And we're still number one. I don't think we've still played Vadim yet. I don't know what's going on. We should really be playing Vadim. But anyway, Vadim's got 11 wins and we've got 11 wins. And we'd like to play Vadim. Okay, we're playing Bayu Suharaman. I think it's pronounced, from Indonesia. We play e5. Something different. You'll play knight c6. Might go for the mate in 3 with queen to f3. You never know. Never know your luck in the big city. Okay, we'll get our bishop out. What's this opening? Guico piano game, the Guico pianissimo. I used to play this when I was learning how to play chess. h6, chase him away. Bishop e6 is usually played. You've got to play these kind of moves. Otherwise, he just plays knight d5 and he gets a good game. Take with the pawn. We can play pawn there and knight there, and what happens there and there? Well, we'll castle because it looks good. I'm going to just play g5. If he wants to take that, he can have it. If he wants to take that, he can have it. Because I reckon I've got tons of pieces on black squares. I've got so much power there that if he takes that, well, he can have it. I don't care. Because he still can't move his F pawn if he takes it. Here he goes. He's taken with the bishop. I think he should have at least have taken with the knight. Because he's got nothing. He's taken with the knight now. Well, that doesn't give him anything. Because I can play queen to e7. Now he's got no attack. He's got nothing. He hasn't got any attack at all. He's not threatening at anything. So that's really great stuff. He's threatening nothing. So you know what I do when they threaten nothing? I play good moves. I'm going to play pawn here, and that just threatens everything. If you want to give me another piece, I'll take it. I'll take everything. He can win. He can get a rook off me or something by knight takes pawn, c pawn, queen takes, knight takes pawn. I play queen h7, and then he can play knight takes rook, and my rook takes. But I'm going to have so many pieces. His king is going to get blasted, absolutely blasted off the board. Because I'm looking about 8 moves deep, right? And I can't see what he could do. In this position, I've already got a piece. So I would effectively have 2 pieces extra. And he'd have to weather a checkmating attack with 38 seconds. What's he done? He's done it. Queen takes knight. Now this is just a matter of which move is the best in the position. I think queen h2 is good. Okay. Gives me a check. Okay, so the king goes in the corner. It's okay. Knight takes rook, so the rook takes back. And now he's got these problems. This is where the problems kick in. He's going to face 2 extra pieces. So I play knight forwards. I threaten knight takes c2, attacking 2 castles. Right? Okay. So then I'll play. Oh, he's threatening something here. Play knight e6, attacking his queen. And it attacks the rook at the same time. And he resigns. Next match. I've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to stay number 1 of 61 players. E4. This is why I'm trying to show you guys how to play against weaker players. This is not about me smashing weaker players. This is about teaching you how to play players the 1905 like Mr. Vadim here, right? Well, he's the strongest one so far. We'll play bishop to b5. We just pin his knight, and the plan is just to castle. We'll take it off. We've got no problems. We'll just take it off and castle. We'll push the pawn, mainly because we want to discombobulate his pieces as much as possible. Don't want to give him any rest, right? That's basically it. You don't give your opponents rest. You see, now if he puts a knight there, we can take that off. Now his bishop, now it's no good along that diagonal, see? Okay, so now it's our move. What do? We can play h3. That's a good move. That kills his bishop temporarily. And now what we want to do is we want to play rook e1. The power is along the e file. White's power is along the e file. So we've got to be consistent here in this position. We must be a measure of consistency. And our plans are just to play knight takes pawn and control the black squares. So we're controlling the black squares. He wants to control the white squares with his bishop. Our job is to nullify his bishop. So we need to play c3. We need to play bishop f4. We need to play queen d2. Right? These are the nullifying moves. c3. We start with that one. Okay. Now he wants to extricate himself from that position. So we're not going to let him. We're not going to let him extricate himself. We'll play bishop here, right? If he wants to take the knight, he can take the knight. We've got f3 to counter his diagonal. Okay, so now we've got bishop here. Okay, little tempo move. His queen's on a wrong square. Okay, so now we've got b6. We've got b6. It's okay. b3. We're still doing well. Okay, and now we'll play queen to d2. This is what we planned. We mentioned it earlier. The plan is to secure the black squares. Everything that we do is all about securing the black squares. Okay, so we'll play we'll play rook on the a file to d1. That's to hold the d pawn. And now we'll play knight to g4. The whole idea is to infiltrate the black squares. Pawn takes pawn, arena's over, and we won the tournament. There you go. We came first of 61 players, and we showed you how to win. Okay? That's all right. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so we actually won the tournament, and we won every single game. Okay? So that's for the beginners out there. Just a few lessons on how to play chess. G'day, Judas Hamburglar. Lynx OCE has been playing chess for a month now, and he's 1450. He's taking it very seriously. And what do I think he can get to after a year of playing? I don't think there's any limit to what you can achieve, Lynx. Any person of average intelligence can get to 1600 with no trouble at all. If all they've got to do is play through Grandmaster Games, play through Chess Grandmaster Games, go into chessgames.com, play through a game every single night before you go to bed, play through a game or two slowly, right, on chessgames.com. Not chess.com, chessgames.com, okay? Pick a game, pick some of your favourite players, positional players, attacking players, type in their name, all their games going all the way back to 1896 will always come up, right? and just play through the games and try to understand why the good players make certain moves. Okay, that's what you've got to do, and that's how you'll improve. That's the very best way to improve that I found anyway. Some people learn like memorising it like a parrot, but I found that no, that's not the best way to improve. Okay, right then. Yeah, if I'd retaken with the pawn, he still can't take that. And if his bishop develops, well, he's got those squares. You can see how I've controlled all the squares, all the black squares. Okay? That's it. He'd be in a real mess. I'd play queen here next or something, and he'd be. I would take his bishop. I'd even take his bishop in a position like that. You just played a rook on an open file. I just grab his bishop. King would take it. I'd play, hey, what are you doing there, buddy, or something, right? And then I'd be just sitting a check there and a horse check there, and it's bleh, finished. And even rook here and a rook lift. Everything wins, right? Anyway, right. Fox wants revenge. Fox smash Hulk. Hulk smash Fox. Hulk smash Fox. Yes, Robert Fox. Robert Fox. Come on, come and get me, Robert Fox. Robert Fox. Robert Fox. Here he is. Robert Fox. There he is. Hulk smash Fox. Fox. The score, Robert Fox, is 59.5 to a half. So we've played 60 games, and you got one draw out of 60 games, Fox. And you're saying Fox smash Hulk? No, you got it all wrong. You know something? Goofy's got more chance of beating him. Yuck. Oh, God love you. Oh, well, we've got to challenge him. There we go. Righty, I'll take that off. Oh, here he goes. He's still doing this thing, isn't he? He's still going with this thing. He's studying this. He's studying it. That's what he's doing. He's studying it. What happened to the